as if I'm addressing a rally, so that you can all hear me. And I'm hoping right at the back you can hear me. Am I audible on that side? Yes. Thank you. Honorable Mayor, Honorable Teletele, thank you very much for being a good host. You started to host us from the water plant. Now we are here on the inspection in loco that you have conducted. Honorable members of the NCOP, honorable councillors, MM and your administration, our stakeholders who are here, both internal and external stakeholders, the Human Rights Commission, the member of the provincial legislature, Honorable Pretorius. We also recognize the organized labor, the representatives from the business who are with us today. We recognize Salka, who's our partner, and all stakeholders from the youth organization, women organization, and civil society. You are all welcome. My name is Mkolis Kaunda. I know it's difficult to pronounce it, Mkolisi Kaunda. At least the name is easy to pronounce because you know Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, the former president of Zambia. So at least it makes my life easy when I'm introducing myself. I just say, you know Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, President Kaunda. So that is me. So we are going to be having a short program. We'll just zoom straight to the purpose, and the mayor will come in to just welcome us because he's still going to be having a slot to present on behalf of the municipality. But we converge here as part of our oversight as the NCOP. We are an institution that has got 5 strategic objectives, or you can refer to them as core responsibilities. The first responsibility being the lawmaking. We are passing laws. We are ensuring that there is public participation and public involvement in everything that government does. We are making sure that we also play oversight role over the executive, the departments that are working to service our communities, especially as the NCOP. We are focusing more on the interest of provinces than local government because we represent you in parliament. We are unlike the National Assembly and the portfolio committees in the National Assembly. So, but we are part of the House. The fourth one being the issue of cooperative governance. We are intensifying cooperative governance so that all spheres of government can work together and also synergize their programs to service communities in the Republic of South Africa. Then the last one, the fifth one, being the international relations, that we need to play our role to represent the interest of our republic as well as of our provinces and local government as we execute our responsibilities. So today is part of the post-impact assessment that we are conducting to see to it if the impact of the interventions that were invoked by the Provincial Executive Council, especially Section 139, 5A and C in this municipality by the Provincial Executive Council. When that intervention was was introduced to the city, to the town, to the municipality, we want you to give us a feedback as stakeholders. What impact have you observed? Does it have any impact? Are there any improvements? What are the remaining challenges from the triggers that led to the provincial government to intervene? And what are the successes and what therefore becomes the recommendations from you as stakeholders that you can take forward and also take into consideration when we go back to the NCOP? We are not here to behave like a policeman, where we say we are here to arrest you. We are not here to arrest you. We are here to collaborate with you. We are here to work with you because we represent your interest in Parliament. So make use of us. When you make your representations, just be frank and honest and be open when raising issues. And no one will become a victim after this engagement. That's why did you raise such an issue? Because you were selling us out. There's no one who will be sold out, but we want to collaborate to make this municipality be responsive to the aspirations, needs, and interests of residents of this city, because you are actually using their monies to service them. So they must get qualitative services from the municipality. So therefore, the constitutional obligations of the municipality in Section 152 and Section 153 in ensuring that we service the community through basic services, creating a conducive environment for economy, local economy to grow, and the environment to be taken care of, and the safety of our communities going forward. So with those words, that's the purpose, Honorable Mayor. You can welcome us, then you'll come later to make your statement. Thank you.
No, thank you very much, Chair. Let me first start by greeting yourself as the chair of the session and greet all the honorable members and the members from the Provincial Executive Council led by the HOD, as well as greet my fellow colleagues, the councillors. All of them are here, Chair, from all political parties. They are part of our meeting. And let me also greet the communities and everyone who came to this particular gathering. Like you have indicated, Chair, earlier that we are going to have a marathon of a session. I do not intend to speak for too long, but just to say you are all welcome to Kopanong local municipality. We have fastened everything that might seem to be dangerous. Feel free, we are a peaceful municipality, and we are looking forward for the fruitful engagements. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Mayor. We recognize all councillors and the troika of the municipality. We now call upon the HOD of the Department of Culture and Human Settlement in our province in Free State to table the report on behalf of the MEC, who also tabled his apology for today's meeting. Over to you, Honorable HOD or HOD.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson and Honorable members. I've just requested that the presentation should be.
Yeah, we can take mic there. You can change the camera. Yeah, you can be there. You can remain there, HOD. Just take the mic there to make our life easy.
No, thank you, Honorable Chair. I requested that we have the presentation being flighted. But Chair, if I were just to sketch the picture.
Yeah, don't worry, that mic is for recording for the camera.
Oh.
Yeah, it won't cover all of us. Yeah, it's for the camera. You won't hear yourself there.
Then I don't need to.
No. Yeah, you can pull it. Yeah, pull it.
Okay.
Yes.
No, but what I was saying is that the intervention here would have been prompted by a prior request that was made by the Minister of Water and Sanitation, then Minister Senzo Mkhulu, which request was made to the then Minister of COOPERATIVE, Dr. Nkosazana Zuma. At that stage, the municipality was in the main owing Val Central an amount of about 640 million. The province had then advised that perhaps we should continue in terms of a Section 154 intervention, which included deploying senior managers here, which included providing some technical support, but also to deal with the issue of the bloated organizational structure. But I think post an event that happened in one part of the town of this municipality, Jagersfontein, where there would have been a disaster on the 11th of September 2022, following that disaster, when the deputy president visited Jagersfontein, and there was a fresher analysis, the provincial government then invoked section 1391B, read together with section 63 of the Water Services Act. That would have been in May 2023. Now, as I said, in the main, the trigger for that intervention was the financial affairs of the municipality, but in particular, the Val Central debt. The department would then have, through the MEC, notified the various stakeholders, the minister, including the NCOP, about this intervention. A team that would have been deployed here would be was in accordance with the streams, the stream that would deal with issues of service delivery, the stream that would deal with issues of governance. But EXCO then on, I think on the 5th of February 2025, identified the need to review the team that had been deployed there before. So it means there was a review of the EXCO lead, but also the current acting MM was confirmed as a person to assist, because the municipality was supported by COOPERATIVE to deal with issues of the filling of the critical vacant positions. At the time of the initial interventions, these key positions were vacant. But when the municipality submitted their section or regulation 17 reports, we found out that there had been some non-compliance with the regulations on appointment of senior managers, and the municipality was advised to restart the process, which means they've restarted the process of appointment of the MM, and that's why Mr. Mukomelo continues to be a seconded official from COOPERATIVE. There's also the CFO who has also been seconded, including other section 56 that would have seconded here. Chair, suffice to say, as of now, since the intervention, the debt of 680 has increased to 800 million. The reality of the matter is that it means the municipality has not been able to keep up with monthly payments with their debt. We have had engagements. We facilitated engagements between the municipality as well as the Department of Water and Sanitation and Val Central as their implementing agent. But central to this engagement, honorable members, was to say, because DWS had requested initially this intervention, in the belief that once there's a section 1391B invocation, it will help them as the department to come in with section 63 of the Water Services Act. Their view was that they will be able to not just provide bulk water to the municipality, but they would also do maintenance and operations. They would also be able to do reticulation, but they would also, most importantly, be able to deal with issues of installation of these meters, but do the revenue collection from water. And then in the same way that we seek to do with the ESCOM on Circular 124. So it is unfortunate that almost 2 years down the line, from this May 2023 to 2025, the section 63 has not been fully implemented. From the side of the municipality, what they would have done, because they had an existing service level agreement with Val Central, the municipality then took a decision to say, given the fact that there's this invocation of section 63, we will then make an addendum to an existing MOU, and they did that. It went through council and gave authority to the MM to sign an addendum, but it has not been able to bear fruit. So I think that's the issue between Val Central and DWS, which I think, Chair, there still needs to be an engagement with the Department of Water and Sanitation. Lately, they were saying the 1391B does not fully give them the full implementation of Section 63. So, to an extent that it might be a gap that needs to be addressed, there must be an engagement then with DWS to say what other section do they intend to do, because it was their request that we intervene in that manner. Chair, the second issue that is facing the municipality, of course, has been the issue of payment of third parties other than Val Central. This is one municipality, just like Mafube, where their financial challenges would have resulted in the past accounts being attached, particularly by the pension funds. And of course, there is very little that as COOPERATIVE we could do. We couldn't provide them with any financial bailout, but we engaged with them, the pension funds. And part of the engagement with the pension funds was a principle of saying that if there is an agreement that the outstanding amount should be paid within a period of 48 months or 2 years, and then a portion of the equitable share from national treasury that goes to the municipality would then go towards that payment, and then they would maintain the current account. There had been some improvement in terms of the payment, particularly of the arrear amount, but again, there's been instances where when the municipality is unable to keep up with the payment, the pension fund would attach the account. The unintended consequence of the attachment of the account, and honorable members, it should be understood that we are saying for municipalities to deduct pension monies from employees and not pay it over to the pension fund, it's in itself an unlawful act. And it also has criminal sanction. Now, while the pension fund is well within its right to attach the account, but I was saying the unintended consequence of the attachment of the account is that even conditional grants money, because by law, all revenue that goes into the municipality must go through the primary account. Now you have a situation where conditional grants money now gets to be impacted upon because of the attachment. And that is why we ended up entering into a situation where, in order to safeguard these conditional grants, we ended up engaging with the National DCOC to do the re-gazetting, so that the conditional grants of a municipality such as Kopano must then now go to the Harib district, so that Harib district becomes the implementing agent, you know, and then we will be able to know that communities get to have the full benefit of the interventions so done. Now, on the issue of this water restrictions, when Val Central realized that monies were not being paid, the then Deputy Minister of Water and Sanitation, Honorable Park Stau, and the Deputy Honorable Minister of Water and Sanitation, Honorable Mahlobo, when they were here, we engaged with Val Central to say, what is it that can be done for you to ease the restriction of 30%? Because we were saying this 30% restriction results in communities in low-lying areas not getting water at all. So at that stage, they had said they needed a minimum payment of 10 million. And then as COOPERATIVE, we duly made available that 10 million, and the restriction was released. But this was not a sustainable issue, because we had thought that once they can implement their Section 63, they will then do the collection on behalf of the municipality. So they have gone back to implementing the restrictions, and that's why we still currently have restrictions. But in summary, Chair, when it comes to the infrastructure that has been made, particularly on water and sanitation, the list is there. The infrastructure is good. It has been done with Val Central as the implementing agent. The key thing remains to The financial situation, as long as the municipality can be able to deal with its bloated structure, and we went to, as they gave us the authority as COCTA to go and get a declaratory order. We are in the process of getting that declaratory order on their behalf. But we believe, Chair, that the municipality could be on the recovery band if they can deal with issues of their finances, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shoti. And the report is clear, detailed. Bishop, she come forward. All speakers will come forward for the recording purposes. And now the mic is working.
To appear before the inquiry has deprived the South African Human Rights Commission of an opportunity to establish the challenges facing this municipality in discharging its constitutional mandate. Municipal manager at the time was As I indicated, on the 12th of July last year, we held a subpoena inquiry against Mr. Madolo, and the Human Rights Commission found that the acting MM was dishonest and did not act in good faith when questions about the reasons for his non-appearance at the March inquiry was put to him. The Commission found that the municipality is dysfunctional due to the high rate of vacancies in senior positions. The Commission found that municipal employees are not paid regularly, and as such, they opt not to report for work. This adversely affects the rights of residents in terms of service delivery requirements. We found that the municipality was in contravention of Section 96 of the Municipal Systems Act for failing to collect revenue. The revenue collection rate of the municipality is below 40%. As a result, the municipality is highly grant dependent. The Commission found that the municipality has a high level of indebtedness to Eskom and bulk water services providers. This has not been addressed and has led to cuts in water provision with resultant low water in high-lying areas. We've received numerous complaints from the Garib Dam community. The Human Rights Commission finds that the municipality is in violation of Section 21 of the National Water Act, Section 28 of the National Environmental Management Act for polluting the environment and water sources. The Commission found that the municipality is in violation of Section 10, 24, and 152 of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa and Section 38 of the National Environmental Management Act, failing to adequately address the chronic sewage spills in its jurisdiction, particularly the Garib Dam. The municipality acknowledged that sewage spills were a challenge and pollution of water sources has taken place. The Commission found that the Kopanong local municipality violates the residents' right to access to water. The continued lack of access to water therefore violates the residents' right in terms of Section 27 of the Constitution and Regulations 3 and 4 of the regulations relating to compulsory national standards and measures to conserve water. Furthermore, the municipality is found to be in violation of Section 11 of the Water Services Act. During the subpoena hearing, the municipality acknowledged that certain residents in Garib Dam and other high-lying areas within the municipality were not being provided with sufficient access to water. The Commission found that the municipality's water and sanitation infrastructure is old, dilapidated, and needs urgent refurbishment for the municipality to meet its constitutional obligation of provision of services to its residents. On the recommendations, Honourable Chairperson, Honourable Members, the municipality must, within 3 months of receipt of the report, furnish the Commission with a comprehensive report on how it plans to deal with the sewage spills at the Garib Dam, including plans to furbish the wastewater treatment works. The municipality must also submit to the Commission a council-approved plan, and I want to emphasize it, Honourable Mayor, it must be a council-approved plan on how water will be provided to all households in the jurisdiction of the municipality. Measures which the municipality has or is putting in place to ensure that it communicates the water scheduling or the water shedding schedule to communities timeously. whether a service level agreement has been concluded with a bulk water provider to deal with the arrears and ensure that the lack of water supply in the municipality is addressed. The municipality must, within 3 months of receipt of the report, submit to the Commission a council-approved plan on how water will be provided to all households in the jurisdiction of the municipality, particularly those in high-lying areas such as Butuli. The municipality must, within 3 months of receipt of this report, submit to the Commission a council-approved plan on how the municipality intends to service its debt with Eskom and bulk water service providers. Also provide to the Commission a council-approved plan on how it will improve its revenue collection to assist in stabilizing the finances of the municipality. Submit to the Commission a report on the progress of filling of critical positions. The report should also indicate how many of the critical posts are still vacant, the reasons therefore, and anticipated dates of the filling of vacancies. Chairperson, as I explained yesterday and the day before, the report was released on the 19th of November. It was tabled in the Free State Legislature on the 26th of November last year, and the deadline for respondents, the municipalities, to provide us with these action reports, all these reports that I referred to in the recommendations, was the 25th of February. So, and I need to indicate, Chairperson, that we have not received anything from this local municipality. I thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Dr. Boshoff. The report is clear, but the municipality has not responded. When the mayor comes on the podium, will respond, and the MMY, they have not responded to the report of the commission. It should be part of their responses. Thank you. We are now going to call upon Salga just to give their perspective. Please come forward, my sister. They have apologized for councillors. The official will take over. There is no vacuum in government. So when the politicians are not here, the official also reinforce.
Thank you very much, Chairperson, and all protocol observed in terms of time. My name is Zanele Matatasana. I am from Salga in the Free State, responsible for intergovernmental relations. The presentation that I'm doing here today, Chairperson, is a presentation that was considered by the Salga PEC, and therefore I do not speak without a mandate. So, Chair, we've been asked to just give an opinion on the current Section 139 process in the municipality and some of the support that we're able to give to the municipality. In terms of Section 139, Chair, as we have been saying to the committee for the past 2 days, the approach of Salga has always been that Section 139 should be a last resort in terms of interventions in the municipality. This is because there are early warning systems that are built into the IGR machinery in the country, such as your Section 71, 72, and 46 reports that can be exploited and used as early warning systems so that troubles do not escalate to a point where intervention would be necessary. So, as Salga, we lobby for Section 154 approach to resolving issues of municipalities. Chairperson, the Provincial Members' Assembly of November last year, we had an item on Section 139 effectiveness, considering that there are other avenues that can be used by municipalities. And we found that it's not unique to the Free State, but Section 139s in general do not necessarily turn around the distressed municipalities. And this is also informed by the fact that you would find there's only one person who is sent into a municipality to intervene. However, a much more team-based approach would be better, because usually, more than not, municipalities are under intervention or in distress, not because of just one symptom, but you find there's quite a few issues that need to be resolved. Then in terms of Section 154 support, Chair, we did consider that there has been some successes, although without challenges in terms of Section 154 support. And also it illustrates a much more cooperative approach in the IGR machinery that we have, so that we are able to assist our municipalities to provide services to their citizens. Then coming specifically to Kopanong local municipality, it's one of the municipalities that have been highly distressed for quite a long time, Chairperson, and this is because of low revenue collection, the non-payment of municipal employee salaries, the escalating water debt, and also considering that the municipality is rural in nature, Chair, there's isn't a lot of economic activity in the area. And also the Section 139 was invoked in September 2023. However, the challenges in the municipality have not been resolved. So it is the opinion then of SALGA that a multi-sectoral and structured Section 154 support, such as that of the program of COOPERATIVE, which is the Municipal Support and Improvement Program, and it needs to target the following areas in the municipality: the filling of senior management posts, and also the review of the bloated organizational structure in the municipality, because that is one of the challenges that the municipality has constantly lifted in different platforms. Then the improvement of the billing system of the municipality, so that they can collect revenue, and also review the indigent policy of the municipality, because currently it does not give a true reflection of the just how much indigency is experienced in the municipality. Then also there should be systems that are in place to curb the UIF and W expenditures that are unwanted, and to also improve SCM compliance, because that is one of the issues that the Auditor General keeps bringing up as impacting on the negative audit outcomes that the municipality has had. And also, Chair, resolution to the Val Central debt issue, and also improvement of the water supply to communities. I think COOPERATIVE has gone to town a little bit about that in terms of the support. Then, Chair, we wish to also bring to the attention of the committee that the municipality, SALGA, was highly involved in the redemarcation processes of the Municipal Demarcation Board, where we were able to lobby for the municipality to be split into two, as per the proposal that came through as for the demarcation processes. So this means that 4 towns are going to be redemarcated in the municipality to form a new municipality in the district. And Chair, we are not saying that this is going to be like a solve-it-all solution for the municipality, but we need to come close to the processes. And SALGA Free State will be having a PEC Lekgotla soon, and COOPERATIVE has indicated that they would be bringing through a presentation on the change management process that is going to take place in order for that municipality to be established. So, Chairperson, the issues that are in this municipality, we have to be honest, Chair, because of also the geography of the municipal area in itself. We need more long-term and sustainable solutions that are there currently in the country. And some of the proposals of SALGA is the review of the overall funding model for local government. And we believe that this can take place through the review of the local government white paper, which made assumptions on municipal revenue generation, because before the establishment of the current local government system that we have, there was no hindsight in terms of how much could be collected by local municipalities to provide services to citizens. So now that we've got hindsight, we need to look at the assumption of the white paper that said that communities can be able to pay able to fund at least 80% of the budget of the municipality, which is actually the reverse in currently in the municipality, because there's only 20% collection of revenue. So we need to look into those, Chairperson, the local government white paper and also the local government funding model, as well as the equitable share formula, Chair, for municipalities such as Kopanong that are highly dependent on grants, operate in areas with low revenue bases and rural in nature. Also, Chair, we need to explore some of direct investment to stimulate the economic activity in the municipality, so that there's also growth and employment of people will also mean that the municipality can be able to then bill for revenue. For instance, there is a solar farm project that could be set up in the municipality, as the mayor had reported in one of the platforms that we participate in. So if we could look into those, Chairperson, for much more long-term and sustainable solutions. Then, Chair, as we have been saying, the intergovernmental monitoring and support and interventions bill needs to be reviewed and come into effect as law, so that Section 139 and other intervention measures that are available in the country can be uniformed and also quite clear, and also to strengthen the issue of Section 154 support. Then in terms of, I will be quick on this one, Chair. I'm aware of my time is almost run out. Just 2 minutes. In terms of support for municipal finance services, we've been providing support to the municipality through the FACET program, which is the Financial Accounting Sector and Education Training. And this training focuses on audit committees, annual financial statements, asset management, reconciliation of the billing system, records management as well. Then in terms of trading services, looking specifically at water, Chair, we've been supporting the municipality through training on the municipal's strategic self-assessment and the development of priority action plans, and this was provided also for the municipality. Then in terms of electricity, Chair, Salga had training on the STS rollover when the meters had to be reset. One of maybe some good story to tell in the municipality is that all meters in the municipality have been reset, Chairperson. Then in terms of local economic development, we also had training for small businesses through the support program. It took place on the 10th to the 11th of October last year, and this is just to stimulate some local economic development through small businesses, and this is support that we have as Salga. So in terms of the proposal for a solar farm, Salga can actually provide some support there as well, Chairperson, through the development, or rather the review of the LED strategy of the municipality to also attract some investment. Then disaster management, I think the previous speaker also spoke about the disaster that happened in the municipality. So we've been having some trainings for municipalities on disaster management, and also involving the district for a much more regionalized approach. And then on municipal governance, we had training for municipal public accounts committees so that we capacitate them to fulfill their oversight role and responsibility. Chairperson, I will stop there. I think the recommendations are built into the presentation. Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you very much for the informative presentation, detailed one. Thank you. We are now going to call upon Honorable Mayor to give an account on the side of the municipality, their own perspective and assessment on the intervention. Honorable Mayor, the podium is yours.
No, thank you very much, Chair. I don't think I'm going to be too long because the HOD has already spoken on behalf of Kopano. I think all the issues the HOD has raised are inside the very same document that I've received. I think the only thing they've done, Chair, was just to change the logo and put in a Kopano. But I'm going to base my key focus on issues of water and sanitation, Chair. That's where I think I'm going to be much more focused on. I think the reality is that the municipality itself has got a population of 51,000 people. And in that reality, there are about 18,000 households. All of those households do not have access to water, but the households are surrounded by sources of water, which are capable or have the capacity to ensure that residents do get access to water. Now, the proposal, Chair, that we have been consistently making is that although communities are grant dependent, but communities will also be capable of spending their own income in the households to be able to buy water. Now, we said that if we are to resolve this issue, we as a municipal council were proposing that there must be prepaid meters installed, which are smart, and then residents will be able to buy water out of that system. The reason why we're proposing this system, Chair, is that if you compare electricity and water, electricity is much more expensive than water itself. Now, that's a proposal that we're making, that maybe, Chair, in your committee and engagement with the minister, maybe propose that they must be able to put in funds in the municipality where we're able to install these smart prepaid meter waters. And then the second issue, Chair, in response to the crisis of the pollution that is happening in our rivers and dams, is that currently, as we speak, Chair, the municipality has drafted a business plan and have submitted to DWS to be able to fund those particular projects so that we curb the crisis that of a water pollution. In Kharib Dam, as we speak, Chair, we've got a contractor on site who is working in fixing our wastewater treatment plant, pumps, as well as a pipeline in that area. What we have also discovered, in line with the presentation of the HOD, is that our underground infrastructure, we still use the old apartheid system underground infrastructure, which is largely asbestos. Now, that asbestos, because for many years it has not been active in terms of water circulation, it has cracked and it creates problems for the municipality. Maybe the minister should also look into funding the municipality, the business plans of a municipality, in ensuring that we're able to change that crisis. And then on the issue of indigent, yes, it is indeed true that the indigent of a municipality registration is far more back behind. When we came in 2021, the previous administration and those who were in charge of a municipality collapsed the entire system. We had to go back and get old information in order to put the system in place. As we speak now, it's only this month that the municipality has been able to have a billing system which is up to date. Of course, which has also got subjective challenges where residents must be allowed and query some of their accounts at the municipality. But it is a matter that we are practically involved in, and we are practically resolving it. And then on the issue of what we think as a municipality, which can at least give a response to the problems that we are facing, it will only be through economic projects. In terms of the municipal land that we own as a municipality, we are quite rich. The only thing that we lack thereof is that the municipality has got an LED strategy which is outdated. Perhaps as a municipality, that is where we need to engage SALGA so that we are able to develop a local economic development strategy. Of course, that LED should look into issues of agriculture, into issues of mining as well, because there are possibilities that why in an area which has got sources of revenue collection, but they are not yet fundamentally pursued in order for us to explore them. One of them is the issue of the solar plant farm. It's an issue which has been coming along close to 12 years now, but we are not reaching its implementation. And in terms of our sun radiation or ionization, is that this municipality or this district, worldwide, it is number 3 in terms of sun attraction. And we think because of the work that has been done, your RODs, your EIA, we are capable to have such an implementation. But the only issue is that we need investors to come. But as a municipality, we do not have a silo standing capacity to be able to explore such matters. That's where we need to have different stakeholders to come in. Yes, we are under Section 139 as well as Section 154. Our analysis so far, Chair, in terms of the assistance we receive from both provincial and national government, it is there, but it is coming along very slow. And one of the key issues that we think as a municipality, which has been a challenge, is that the municipality is not attracting applicants. You can advertise, but applicants are not willing to apply to the municipality. That is caused firstly by issue of salaries. You leave your job and you come to Kopano, you are going to undergo a crisis of salary issues. And then number 2 is that the municipality is engaged in a process of demarcation. But this process of demarcation, Chair, has not been scientifically expressed to us as to how will it respond to the current crisis that we are facing as a municipality. The internal workers of a municipality are facing a situation where the municipality is unable to pay their pension funds, is unable to pay their medical aids. And on the issue of the pension funds, it's not like when the deductions are made from the workers, that money goes to be used elsewhere. That money gets to be saved for the next salary, which is not sustainable, which is a crisis. Because the crisis is that when you go and pension, the third parties or your pension funds won't be able to give your money because there's no contribution to such. On demarcation, we're also not being told that will those matters be resolved and how are we going to be administratively go through these issues. Then as a last point, is that we want to lobby you, Chair, and the committee that when you engage these ministers, you must also indicate that the municipality is facing human settlement challenges. From 1994 up until today, the community where I come from has had over 4 housing projects. All of them, as per financial layer, are entirely incomplete. In Jagasfontein alone, you've got 114 houses, RDP houses, that are incomplete. In Rietersburg, you've got a new human settlement. In Forest Smith, you've got a new human settlement. In Edinburgh, we've got a new human settlement. In Philopolis, we've got a new human settlement. All of those settlements do not have access to toilets, do not have access to houses. And these issues that I'm raising are not a responsibility of a local municipality, but they are a responsibility of both province and national government. So in the sections that we are in, we'd like that it must be practically approved so that we are able to say, yes, you came with this section and here are the financial resources for us to be able to implement the particular issues that we have just raised. And as a municipal council, we are 17 council members and there is no opposition. All of us are working in unison because when we don't get paid, all of us don't get paid. So our unity as a council is based on poverty. So there are no reason for us to fight because all of us were poor. Immediately when you fight, we are going to ask, why are you fighting? Because me and you are the same. We are both poor. So why municipality that have admitted that we are a patient municipality. The crisis that we are facing is a crisis that has been done for over time. Now, our response to it as a patient would also take some time for us to be able to go where we're at. When you go at the AG reports, the AG indicates that before the new council came in, this municipality has been going through a disclaim. It's only when we came in where we were able to get qualified with certain improvements there and there. But we are in a crisis, even if there are improvements. But my most cry, Chair, is that the people who have voted for us do not get water. That is the major challenge. And the funny part about it, Chair, is that in 2024 national elections, 2 days before elections, the entire communities had access to water. 1 day after elections, we didn't have water again. So that proves that we do have water sources in the municipality. The challenge is that we owe Central Water Board, of which we are going to be unable to pay. Maybe if you put in a system, systematically we'll be able to pay Val Central Water. I think that was the last one. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. You were right on time in terms of your input. Colleagues, this is the process now that is going to unfold. Since the mayor, on behalf of the municipality, have already presented on his perspective as the political head. Now we are going to call upon political parties, their whips, to come forward and put their perspective on behalf of their political parties. Now we'll follow this sequence. I'm told we have here 4 political parties. We'll start with the Freedom Front Plus. Councillor Lawrence will come forward and present on behalf of the Freedom Front Plus. 5 minutes, Honorable Councillor. So as politicians, 5 minutes is big. When a politician, you are given a platform, even within 1 minute, you say everything, then at last you say, vote for us. But here you are not allowed to say that. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Welcome to everybody. Mr. Speaker, I'm not going to... Everybody has heard of all our problems now by the mayor and COOPERATIVE and HOD. I would just like to say what another problem is that we have here. It seems like the council as well as the administration are working against each other, not with each other. I can give you an example. We have taken many resolutions as council, but I can't remember that one of those resolutions have been put in place. So we need to get everything right here in our house before we can get the things right on the outside. If we are not right and working together with each other inside, we're going to have problems. And Honorable Mayor was right when he said, the council, there's no political party here. We are all working together. But we have a serious problem when it comes to the administration. I made an indigenous register is not in place. We don't know how many voters we have in Kopanong. And most of the other things that I wrote down and everything has been discussed already. So I'm not going to waste time and everything and discuss it again. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you, Councillor Lawrence. The next councillor is from Democratic Alliance, Councillor Van Wyk. Please come forward to present on behalf of the Democratic Alliance.
Chair, I see I don't fit here. I don't fit here. I knew this could happen when I get here. Thank you, very Honorable Chair. Thank you, very everyone. NCOP members from the legislature, councillors from Kopanong, everybody in the house. My name is Councillor Richard van Wyk. I am the co-chair of the Democratic Alliance in Kopanong Local Municipality. I'm here on behalf of our chief whip because our chief whip is not here today. She's sick. I must emphasize on that, saying that she's sick, that the mayor doesn't say no, she didn't want to be here. Thank you, Chair. Chair, mine is very short because I've already heard the HOD saying you have already put all our problems on the table this morning, because we know, all of us as councillors here in Kopanong know what the HOD have said and the mayor has said now. Now, that we as the Democratic Alliance find it very difficult that rip down where sewer is going into the river. It's the main concern for us, because we went that side doing an oversight there, and we see that according to Kopanong, who is under one section, was section 139 and now 154, that there's no assistance from provincial government to assist Kopanong local municipality. I'm saying this because of why we are under administration. There's no assistance that we get as the municipality from national, for provincial to come and assist the Kopanong. Because now we are still sitting here around this table this morning and crying and saying the same things over and over again. But there's no assistance that we get from provincial government. Provincial government, as we know as Kopanong, we know that we are under section 139, but there's no assistance for us. So that is the main problem that we have as Kopanong people, actually the council of Kopanong. And even the communities outside are also asking the very same question, in saying, Chair, that you Kopanong are under section 139, you're under administration, but does the province assist you? No. It's the only question that the answer we gave them. We said to them, no, they are not assisting, because there's nothing that they come and assist with the Val water. Previously, it was the Bloom water account, where we didn't get assistance from provincial government. So now we still have this problem of the water now. We don't have water in these towns now. There's a water shedding schedule that's happening around all 9 towns. Now in my town where I'm staying, Edenburg, water will be closed on 3 o'clock. We'll get water tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. So now when people are from work to home, there's no water, because no one is at home, no one left their home, so that they can at least try to get water in time. So when they get at home, there's no water. Even my town where I'm staying in Edenburg, there's a sewer spillage right into at a waste treatment plant. There's nothing that goes into the plant. All my streets where I'm staying in that section in Kopanong, I did an oversight 2 days before, where all sewer is splitting around all streets because of the plant is not working. So I don't know, because the mayor already said that our things are not right again, the infrastructure. But now we really need to talk to the NCOP who are representing us in Parliament, so that they at least can do something. They try to talk for us, because you are here today to hear our problems. So can you please at least try to do something when you guys get in Parliament to talk for us in Kopanong, because Kopanong is a grand dependent municipality. There's no money, there's nothing that comes in here. You've already heard the population. The population already told you how many people are here and what is going on in Kopanong. So please, you guys are here today, honorable members. We have that percentage of 30% every day that we receive. High-level areas, the HOD have said it already. So now, like for instance now, when the water is open now, those people are not getting water. They will get water when, I don't know when. But so, this water crisis, the deputy minister was here in Jagersfontein with the disaster. He has spoken so many things about how they're going to assist Kopanong, but there's nothing that happened. So I don't know, you as the NCOP today are here. So we are doing a plea to you guys to do an oversight on what the deputy president have said. The deputy president have said that they will assist us, but now there's nothing that happening in Kopano. Thank you very much, Chairperson. I'm done.
Thank you very much, Honorable Councillor Van Wyk. We are now going to call upon Councillor Dicheho from the EFF, Economic Freedom Front. Sorry? Oh, not Front, or Economic Freedom Fighters, or not Front. The Freedom Front Plus is fighting me now. Economic Freedom Fighters, yeah, no. Let me correct that. But we are coming very close to Front and Fighters. It's not close, opposite. There's left and the right.
Thank you very much, Chair. Dumelang. My name is Councillor Khatliso Ditheo. I'm from Economic Freedom Fighter, EFF. So much has been said about our municipality since we've been elected from 2021. Truly speaking, our municipality is bloated. There's nothing that we can do. We need an intervention from the province. 139 really doesn't work for us. And our main thing as EFF, we want service delivery. Service delivery for our people. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Councillor. You are living true to the name of this municipality, Kopano, which signifies unity. All councillors, they speak in unison. Now we are going to call upon Councillor Mafana from the ANC, Chief Whip of the municipality. Oh, I don't demand the sucrose flow. I thought he has cross flow from the MK party to the ANC. Honorable Chief Whip.
Thank you very much, Chair. Let me greet the committee, Honorable Mayor, the stakeholders, ALGA, Honorable Councillors, and COPTA. Chair, I think COPTA and the Mayor have said it through the challenges that the municipality experiences. As the ANC, really we agree with COPTA have said, and we acknowledge that they are assisting the municipality through personnel that we are having. But as the municipality, we don't need personnel. We don't need a personnel as such. We need finances. We need finances. The only solution that can get through to the challenges that we have as the municipality. The issues that Human Rights Commission have raised, all of them say they need finances. They need finances, even if the mayor and MM can report back to you as a Human Commission. Those, we can't resolve them without finances. If the committee can assist the municipality with the money, that's the only solution. We have advertised several times, as the mayor have said, no one wants to apply in Kopano because the salaries, everything, we don't get any salary every month. We can't pay third parties. COPTA have bring personnel, they are here, they are assisting us in terms of the systems in place in the municipality. But what we need as the municipality, we need finances. That's the only solution. That is why Mayor have said the plan that we are having as the municipality that can assist us to unlock the issue of water in our communities is only through the prepaid meters.
But we can't do it as the municipality because we don't have the money. We need the support. Please assist the municipality as this committee to get the funding in the municipality. As the ANC, we have seen the councillors, they do have meetings, what meetings, but they don't, it doesn't assist to have what meetings if you are still having the same challenges that you as the councillor in that ward you are facing. So please, if the committee is the appeal of us as the municipality, we don't have many, majority have said it, and that Radkontan have said it. That Ramakarani, sorry, that Ramakarani have said it. What we need, I repeatedly so, money, finance the municipality so that the municipality can get better. That is the only solution in our challenges that we are having. Those 139, section 54, they are there in terms of systems, but they are really, even I don't think majority we are going to have salary this month. That is the only solution. I don't have a chairperson many words really, because even if I can make a very beautiful speech, if doesn't have a funding, really is not going to assist us. Thank you very much.
Yes, you spoke like a chief whip, trying to summarize everything and support your colleagues. Thank you very much, Honorable Chief Whip, Councillor Mafana. Now we are moving to our external stakeholders. Let's start with women. Women first. Any representative for women organization here in the municipality? Can you indicate by show of hand if you are representing women organization with a mandate? So there's no one. Let's look for the youth. Any representative of the youth from the municipality, from the community? You don't have any youth organization. Honorable Mayor Major, you don't have any youth organization here. All right, let's move and look for the representative of the disability sector. Were they invited, Major? Disability, they were invited. Did you arrange transport for them? Because another thing to invite them. No, you take an official, the vehicle of the municipality to go and fetch them. You don't need a Kumbi. You need a municipal vehicle. You don't have a municipal vehicle. Yeah. Okay. Can we get a feedback in terms of the invites of all these stakeholders? They seem not to have been invited if they are not here, all of them. Office of the Speaker, do you want to respond on that? Yes. If you say everybody, can you give us the names? You say in the disability invited Mkolis Kaunda. No, I'm saying, do you know from the disability who was invited? Mr. Modis. So coming here, you don't see him. Have you checked with him? How far? But they live here in this municipality. Oh, there's no official who reside over there. Okay. Youth who was expected to be here? Yeah, no, we acknowledge departments, but we are talking about community civil organizations. So therefore they were not invited because we cannot transport them. Okay. Yes, Honorable Priyat.
What chairperson is when were these stakeholders invited? Because the councillors were only officially invited yesterday to this meeting. They did not know that they were only then invited, and that was only after queries, because we informed our councillors of this meeting.
Let's check with councillors. Honorable councillors, were you invited yesterday? On the 11th. That was the reminder. Okay, so where do you get this information from, honorable member? Where? Councillor Lawrence, were you invited yesterday? Let's just make it a simple thing.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I did receive a invitation, a reminder yesterday, but I went through my documentations on my phone, and I did also receive
on the 11th.
I'm not sure what the date it was, but I did
you
receive
did
on earlier.
receive.
Yes.
Thank you. So the information that you've just tabled, honorable member, cannot be confirmed. Therefore, we nullify it. Councillors are confirming that they were invited on time. So we need to be careful, because we can't just implicate councillors when they are here. They can talk for themselves. Right? Let's do this, colleagues. Let's invite business. Business is represented here. Can we see by show of hands the representatives of business, because they can drive themselves? At least disability, youth, women, they can't drive themselves to here, but business can drive their cars and come here. If they were invited, who leads business in this municipality? If you can come back from the speaker's office, who leads business? Who leads business forum or business chamber in this municipality? Yes. Who leads it?
It was invited. It's led by, there are two structures. There's one based in Tronsberg, there's one based in Jagersfontein. So those are the structures that where the invitation was.
But if you always deal with them as speaker's office as your stakeholders,
George, no,
you know their names.
George, no, ma'am.
Mr. George was invited.
Yes.
But is not here.
I don't know who they delegate. Chair.
Okay, no, it's fine. There is no representative of external stakeholders, and it's worrying, because those are the people in the main that we also wanted to get a feedback from them, because all the others are internal stakeholders. Honorable Makesene, and will be followed by Honorable Steve Cocker. Yeah, not for TV.
Engosi Chairperson, I think really if they can give us a proof of invitation of all their stakeholders, regardless of if transport is an issue, I don't think there are people of youth representative that they cannot stay in Tronsberg. They will need transport. Even if we have a person in Betuli, we have councillors that are coming to those areas. For future, the councillors, the bus, you must make arrangement in the office of the speaker to request those public representatives to bring your people. But the issue of your explanation from the office of the speaker, we are not happy about it. Send us the proof that we have invited the stakeholders and the list of those stakeholders that we are having in the municipality.
Yeah, we will also request their contact numbers when you give us that report. That report must reach us in 7 days with their contact numbers, so that when you say you invited them, this is the invitation, then we'll check with them if they were invited. Thank you. Honorable Skir.
Thank you, Chair. I was partly covered by Honorable Makesene, but it's very concerning, because if you look at all of these documents, the one thing that's missing in this municipality is public participation. Every single ward councillor has a ward committee, and I can guarantee you, through those ward committee members, there's all of these stakeholders, and that is the responsibility of the Speaker's office then to coordinate and to, just like we had yesterday in Machapeng, was a similar thing. They need to make sure that people RSVP and they show up and there's coordination. That's why we have this. So otherwise, Because we don't want to listen to the politicians. We want to listen to the community that's affected.
Yeah, let's close it like this, honorable members. We'll request all these stakeholders to give us their submission in writing. We need to afford them with the opportunity to give us their submission in writing. So our office will coordinate that, working with the office of the speaker, as we are saying that within 7 days we need a report with correspondence that is proof or an evidence that they were invited with their contact numbers. Let's then move. So now it's your turn, honorable members, to ask questions from the reports that have been presented by HOD, the mayor, and political parties in the municipality. I'll start here. Honorable Skirkocher, we are number 1. Honorable Priet, number 2. Honorable Berenhorst, number 3. All members are going to speak. Honorable Mabibo, up until the last member, Honorable Press. Please, members, be cautious of time. Just 1 or 2 questions, then you sit down. No political statements.
Did you hear that, Anwar Kaiser?
No, they can't hear you, but yeah.
All right, you say only 3, so I'm going to try and see what I can have here. My question goes on, and it goes on to, it's the first thing. We keep on saying that the municipality doesn't have money. The municipality doesn't have money, which is true, and COGTA must look at their funding model. But the municipality has to play their part. There's only 1,209 indigent registers of my last that I got. But if you look at the population, that's about 50,000, and you look at what is going, it should be around 3,800 households being registered. So what is your indigent plan? You can double your rate of view if you just go out into your registration of indigent. That's just one way of doing it. The second question is, what is the Department of COGTA doing with this 45 million rand outstanding owed by provincial and national government to Kopanong? So now some of that can go to getting fleet, and Vol Center and Eskom is a different situation. But those monies can be directly, and then we have vehicles to go pick up people. So what is COGTA doing about that? And the next thing is, it goes back to the revenue collection, Chairperson. The organogram of Kopanong is completely bloated. So why is that not reducing? Because then again, we don't need to go to Treasury to ask for money. If they're ghost workers, cut them. If they're not working, cut them. There's ways of
saying. It can help them on revenue.
On revenue collection.
Thank you. Honorable Skirkocher is from Free State. Honorable Priet is also from here, from Free State.
Thank you, Chairperson. Chairperson, maybe just allow me to say the disaster for our members, the disaster everyone's talking about is a silt dam in Jagersfontein that in 2022 broke its dam walls, and DFFE was involved in everything, and that was a major crisis. Houses were destroyed, just so that you know that. Chairperson, let me maybe start with electricity. Saint Lake used to be here, and Saint Lake actually terminated the contract. Why did Saint Lake terminate that contract, and is there still any money owed to Saint Lake for their services and all their details? And then linking to that, in the presentation of the municipal manager, it says that Eskom supplies electricity, but that they have a contract for 3 years with Lesedi to Africa. If we can just get clarity on what does Eskom then provide and what does Lesedi provide, what is the SLA with Lesedi?
As a wrap up.
As I wrap up, just in terms of finances then, what is the payment period for creditors? And I assume if members of the municipality haven't been paid for September, October, November, and then only again in December, are we up to date with third-party payments? I know the HOD said that they are trying to keep up and then consider that backlog, but are we managing to keep up to date if we can't even pay salaries? Thanks, Chair.
Honorable Berenhorst is from Western Cape.
Thank you, Chair. And you've now cut me a lot of. I hope you speak as little as we do as well today. I want to know, Chair, the Philippolis wastewater plant. It was approved in 2019 and it's still not completed. Why? Finances. The monthly income of this municipality is currently about 2 million rand. The collection rate is about 20%. Your total creditors is 842.8 million. Your total salary creditors and your longest debt since 2008 amounts to 233 million. That makes it 1 billion rand in debt. Noting that your pension fund, and you are one of the top municipalities in the country that's in arrears with pension fund contributions, and medical is still outstanding, is there a council-approved plan to solve this problem? Really in deep dwang, excuse my colloquial language. And we've heard today, people are saying we need more money in this municipality. If you need more money in this municipality, what are you doing to make sure that your financial controls are in place? Because if you look at your expenditure irregularities, your fruitless and wasteful expenditure 2019-20 was 240 million rand, 2021-22 was 339 million rand, 2022-23 410 million rand, 2023-24 486 million rand. So it's a constant increase in irregular fruitless and wasteful expenditure. Your irregular expenditure, and MMU reported this, is 2 million rand in 2021-22 and 10 million rand in 2022-23. So this proves to me that there's a lapse in oversight. There's no financial controls internally. You have total financial mismanagement in this municipality, and you fail to adhere to the Municipal Financial Management Act. So it's not Val Central's fault. It's not the SA Human Rights Commission's fault. It's not SALGA's fault. Financial controls is the fault of the political leadership in this municipality. So I'd like you to answer me, why is this happening? While you're asking for more money, why are you spending so much on wastage? And my last, if I may.
Yes, the last one.
We were standing on top of the Tromsburg reservoir this morning. We asked you a simple question: how much water is in the one reservoir and how much water is in the other reservoir? You couldn't answer those questions, municipal manager, because you know why? You haven't bothered climbing up onto those reservoirs to see what's happening there. I did. The one reservoir is full of water, but you're not using it. So my suggestion is, maybe get rid of your BMW and your chauffeur, get yourself a 4x4 and drive around and see what's going on in your municipality. That will solve a lot of problems. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Mabibo from Northwest.
Thank you very much, Chair. Let me start by saying the Department of COOPERATIVE to provide terms of reference and action plan of the municipality to deal or to ensure the development and implementation of the financial recovery plan. And the Department of COOPERATIVE and SALGA should, after 14 days of the oversight visit, provide the select committee with support plans in terms of Section 154 of the Constitution to assist the municipality to implement the recommendations of the South African Human Rights Commission. The select committee should endorse the findings and recommendations of the SA Human Rights Commission. Chair, the recommendations I made yesterday at Machabeng are applicable to Kopano local municipality. I hereby submit. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Peter from Eastern Cape.
Thank you, Chair. My question is directed to HOD and SALGA. Based on the presentation presented by Human Rights Commission, is this local municipality functional or dysfunctional? My second question and my last one: what remedy did SALGA and the province brought to this Kopanong local municipality to remedy the situation? Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Makasile from Free State.
Thank you, Chair. Greeting to the councillors and the members who are here. My question is the report. When is the report is going to be tabled of the Human Rights Commission to the council? Because I think if we can be tabled, it can assist you to have an action plan and maybe to get some funding somewhere. So ndithi report Human Rights Commission submitted to the council, because that report, if it can be submitted, maybe it can help them to source the funding of the challenges that are having. So they must have a date and a time, because the report has been submitted to them. There's no action plan that will assist them. Section 54, 154 and section 139 is almost 3 years to 2 years that are here. Are they still making their plans? Are you still putting the system in place? And you arrive here, people of Kopanong owing a certain amount to Valwater. While you are here in your presence, the installment increase. What measures are you doing? What assistance are you giving the Kopanong municipality? Because you cannot come with the intervention, but the problem persists while we are here. What are you really doing? If we are really here to help, or in Indonesians, because they have problems. I think they have capacity. If you are failing Nikona, they can do their own problems and they can resolve themselves. But if you are still here, the problem persists. What is your role to be here? What are you assisting with Kopanong municipality, because you are failing them? And I think, Chair, the issue of the electricity and the meter that were reset by the municipality in all the household. Amanzi ayaphuma, or you just put the meters, there is no water. Do we have taps? There are taps, obvious as namanzi. So what the use of resetting the meters, if there is no water, they are not functional?
Thank you. Are you done? Thank you. Honorable Zemande from Gauteng.
No, thanks, Chair. First thing is that one will have to appreciate honesty that has been displayed by the officials and the politicians in the room. That's what we want, so that we are able to intervene where we have to intervene. It's going to help our people. But secondly, Chair, I want also to suggest as a contribution, you need to do a thorough assessment on your high cost drivers. And such should be informed not only by the current that you are looking at, but also what are your future plans? Because the problem, you can't plan backwards. I hear in the room, Chair, colleagues continuously speak of bloated structure. And I can tell you, any fundi, in terms of the strategy, will tell you that such a statement might be misplaced. So I want to suggest, comrades, colleagues, I'm sorry. I want to suggest that, you can't, on one hand, you say the environmental factors that you are faced with are increasing, including your population, including the issue of your basic services that you are faced with where you can't meet them. You are increasing the dumping areas, affecting environmental health, and a number of factors. So you need a capacity. The issue is, it would be arbitrary for you to come to a conclusion that you have a bloated structure. Then even if that is the case, you use the individuals that you have as a plan in your plans to show that at least you place people to meet the demand in terms of the basic services that you have to render. That's another contribution, Chair. The other contribution
the last one.
Oh, the last one. Oh, yeah, one cool. No, the last point. It is also something that is misleading. When you come to a conclusion that you have people attached to positions with no skills, but you recommend that you still need to do skills audit, something is not gelling. I'm just asking that colleagues must be frank, deal with their issues, including the issue of misappropriation of personnel. What exactly do they mean? No, it is a lot I wanted to contribute, but not as to question you, because you have been too open to us. I wanted to simply suggest the solutions, but unfortunately time does not permit. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you very much, Chair.
Honorable Keza is from Mpumalanga Province.
Oh, no, thank you very much, Chair. I just want to thank the Human Rights Commission in terms of their recommendations and findings, and I just want to thank the chief whips for coming forth in terms of the issues of concern in regards to service delivery deficit of the municipality. Because that's the main focus, the end user is not taken care of. You can look at it in different lenses. You can come from different angles, but the end user is not taken care of, is the one who's suffering as a result of the issues that are plaguing the municipality. And therefore, issues like municipal workers that are not paid could contribute adversely and severely to the issue of staff morale of the municipality. And you know what are the implications of staff morale. It will contribute to the issue of professionalization that we seek to achieve in terms of the Systems Act in the municipality. If the problems of the municipalities persist, it will contribute to the staff turnover because of the environment of local government. But Chair, this is one issue that I want to raise, as raised by SALCA. You know, Chair, the perpetual state of rurality of the development of rural economy is precipitated by the fact that we do not have plans to localize and deliberately and intentionally localize industry. And we resist and push back. And we do not have plans to create meaningful revenue by drawing without Chair, speaking to the issues of faceless investors. That will come through celestial powers that we do not know, that do not have time frames. These are the issues that are plaguing municipality, apart from the willingness to change. Now it's in play to change the mode of funding municipalities. And a standardized approach, therefore, is begging in municipalities to address the issue of revenue collection, maximally addressing the issue of revenue collection, but employment, because those assumptions that SALCA is raising were not there. The white paper said that assumed that these were the people who would have been compliant without addressing the spatiality of rural municipalities and therefore the inherited local economy and the destruction of the economies that were there that would have been otherwise improved to create much more jobs than were created during apartheid, because they were created for a few people anyway. So therefore, the relationship between your business who do not want to pay the municipality is a very, very curious relationship, because it lacks a sense of self-contradiction. That you want things to be changed, but you are not prepared to interact with the municipality. I think those are the issues. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You have covered all your 5 points adequately. Let's move to the member of the provincial legislature just to say a few words before we allow officials to will come first, because the political head will be the last one to summarize everything.
Chair, firstly, thank you very much for allowing me. Chair, I just want to stress, I don't think it has been stressed enough, and I want to stress it to the NCOP, the pollution that's taking place across all 9 of the towns in Kopanong and the wastewater treatment plants, especially at the Garib Dam and the Orange River. The Garib Dam is our largest freshwater dam in South Africa. Over there is firstly Batuli. There is sewage that is leaking. I've gone there myself sewage that is leaking into the pans that form the catchment area of the Orange River, and that flows down into the Garib Dam. Garib Dam, there's serious challenges with the wastewater treatment. I know that there has been since January when I went there, the sewage was bypassing the plant. I do understand now, a month or two now later, there has been some work done. But there at some stage, there was also at the sewage plant as well as the pump station, sewage was leaking into the catchment area of the Garib Dam. If you stand here, you can see how it's leaking. It's going to the Garib Dam. Similarly in Betuli. Edenburg, the wastewater plant, it's leaking into a spruit. Philippolis is very troublesome. Philippolis, there's a main line leaking. I think Honorable Barnhorst mentioned since 2019, that plant has not been refurbished. So it's 5-6 years now later. That is leaking the main line. It's leaking into I think it's the Otter Spruit. So we are polluting our fresh water, and it's serious. And I want the select committee to also engage DWS on this matter, because there must be mitigation. I do understand a plant can't be fixed in a month or two, but you can dig a trench to divert that going into something different that does not go into our rivers, our dams, and especially in the towns here. People make use of boreholes that it does not reach the borehole. So it's very serious, the pollution that's taking place. And just one concern, revenue collection. A lot of residents have told me they want to pay, residents who can pay, who are residents that are economically fit to pay. But they say they're not receiving bills, or if they receive it, it's inaccurate. So it's a basic thing of making sure the billing system is running so that we can collect from the few that can pay and who are willing to pay. That we ensure that at least that there's delivery of accurate statements. So that might be something that the MM can come back to. Just saying, listen, are we delivering accurate billing systems to actually collect a small and yana amount of revenue, but it's something.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. HOD, could you please come first? 1 minute. Oh, no, don't even come here because it's going to be minutes walking. Just talk from where you are. 1 minute to respond on the issues pertaining to the provincial government.
No, thanks, Chair. I think some of them were inputs, particularly what came from, I think, Honorable Member Zimande, but we will provide a detailed report on the interventions that we have done, particularly the municipal support plans were flowing from what was there. Lastly, just could say that on the Human Rights Commission, what we requested to do on the 13th of March, we convened all meetings and we convened the Human Rights Commission. We had agreed with municipalities on the process. I think the deadline we had given them was the 14th of February to submit. Now that I know that they have not submitted, I'll follow it up with them. And we have also submitted a report to the Human Rights Commission, which dealt with the recommendations that they raised. I think we'll share that with the committee. But thank you.
MM, if you can respond, the first response that you must give as MM is that councillors are feeling that they take resolutions in the council, but officials are not willing to implement those resolutions. Why is that? Because they pay you. So the situation is now changing since you have arrived.
If concrete example of such. Chair, I must mention that resolution of council, we have received package. I've interacted with the speaker. We have agreed that we are going to note them in the next council meeting on the 26th. Noting them and also have a special council to indicate to council how far we are of the implementation. These resolutions are as far as 2022, and today we are in 2025. So that part will deal with it, Honorable Councillor. Honorable.
Yeah.
Honorable.
I still have the blood of the council.
Honorable Member, I just also want to add that upon going to the reservoir, I said to the person who was driving the BMW that he is a technician. He is in technical department. He must not buy a BMW but a buggy. By implication, it's not my BMW. When I do visits, I do visits with Ford Ranger, which is orange in color. Honorable Chair, I must also indicate in this meeting that indeed we acknowledge that the unauthorized, irregular, fruitless and wasteful expenditure at this municipality, because honesty is the only way to go, stands at about 1.3 billion. 700,000 thereof, it is unauthorized. We had a meeting which was organized by National Treasury, SALGA, Provincial Treasury, and they have trained the MPACT and advised NPACT that the easier way, which is your 700,000 unauthorized, is to deal with it. And we'll deal with it in the next MPACT meeting. And thereafter, we'll do the investigation on your irregular expenditure, and we'll also look into your fruitless and wasteful expenditure, whereby where there is interest, which is an easier way to deal with your wasteful and fruitless expenditure, we'll also deal with that. So indeed, Chair, we are working around that, and it will look better in terms of the following financial year. I must also respond, Chairperson, that in terms of the report that we have given, thus far, since the arrival of the Section 154, because I can't personalize this thing. It's an intervention 154. It's not my personal thing. It is a support that COCTA is giving to the municipality. Since the arrival of 154 intervention, at no point was salary not paid. And we'll also pay salary next week. That part, we have made a sacrifice as the leadership in management that will deal with that. Secondly, Chair, I must also confess and accept in this meeting that our challenge is third parties. The third parties is a challenge. In particular, Chairperson, we are worried around your medical, because most of our people that are chronic cannot access your medical. We therefore have identified as leadership that is being sent here to say, if you stabilize salary, your next third party that you need to stabilize would be your medical, because that's critical. We have also developed a plan that will engage with the unions to say, in terms of your pension funds, let's look into the people that is between 55 and 65. And we have also made a calculation that what is the cost implication thereof, so that we can start paying their current account in terms of their pension, so that when we set them off, we are also able to give them their pension fund whilst addressing the backlog in terms of the pension fund. Chair, I must also get into the issue of the billing, the revenue, etc. Allow me also to say in this meeting, it's not personal, it's a support and intervention brought by COCTA. On arrival, we were dealing with outstanding audit for the 2023-2024. I had to focus, we had to focus in that. We have just received the management report. We have not regressed per se. We are stagnant. We will receive, hopefully, I'm telling the truth, a qualification with additional paragraphs, which is understandable because the year before, a number of documents of this municipality were destroyed because people were not getting their salary. But our intention, if still being here, is to ensure that we clear the paragraphs and we move from qualified to unqualified. If you ask me, am I confident? I am confident we can do that, Chair. Chairperson, on arrival, this municipality was not submitting Section 71 reports. The mayor has never received a Section 71 report. This municipality failed to present a Section 72 report. This municipality was not able to approve an adjustment budget. However, we have submitted the data string cumulatively, month 8, all the data strings from July in the new financial year to date. So we are basically having a current report from month 8, month 9, month 10, 11, up to 12. We will do that. And that's the change that the intervention has done. We are presenting to council. The speaker have received the agenda, he's going through it. We are presenting to council to take note of the Section 72. Council, we request them to adopt the adjustment budget because the horse has already bolted. We are presenting to council in that meeting a draft 2025-2026 agenda. We are presenting a draft IDP to council. And I'm also saying to date that we were supposed today to have workshop with councillors in terms of your budget policies. Because of this meeting and its importance, it is shifted to Monday, if I'm correct. We will be taking councillors through all the budget policies. And amongst the policies that we are also having, we are having a cost containment policy because we want to close where the municipality is bleeding. And through our billing and our interaction with the people of our municipality, we have started in Garib, we have started in Riedersburg. We are meeting our own belastingbetalers for enige. And the mindset have changed to say, yes, you are interacting with community, we are happy, we are going to ensure that our people are paying for services. You must also bring your side. And our side is very small, Chair, given our financial situation. We are allocating on a weekly basis. It might sound very little. We are allocating on a weekly basis between 30,000 and 50,000 only to deal with small repairs on vehicles that needs to deal with service delivery.
Thank you.
So I'm saying, Chairperson, the intervention has worked. It's nothing personal. I'm just there to come and support.
It's
Thank you very
154.
much. Chair.
Thank you. The other details that you'd like to share with us, please consolidate them into the plans within 14 days, then we receive them. Babu Mayor, come and close the responses.
No, thank you, Chair. I think I will only use 1 second. The MM has responded to everything in my own view. But I also want to welcome the 2 inputs made by the honorable members as part of guidance. And what we are going to do as we consolidate the report will also include a detailed response so that we report it in a form of a report. And then on the one of meters Comrade Marquezine, it is the meters that relates to electricity only. It's not, I think it's the STS program. It was only in relation to electricity, but not on the water one. That is why I was saying on the water one, we propose that we be assisted by funding to implement the prepaid smart meter so that out of the meters, we're able to ensure the end user gets water. The municipality is also able to pay its debt to the third parties. Chairperson, on the one of third parties is that we every time when we get equitable share, the Minister of Finance would write a letter
quoting section 216 of the Constitution, which speaks of an invoking section that deals with that you can't get your entire equitable share. You need to make plan as to if we give you 30 million, how much do you commit to pay third parties? And then we'd make a commitment to say, no, we'll pay 15 million. They give you the 15 million, you pay it over to third parties, and then you can receive your last tranche. So that's where we are. And then I think on the other issues internal, there is reluctancy all on a municipal manager to deal with the administrative issues, including COOPERATIVE, especially the issue of promotions, the mismatching of skills and so on. It's issues that need the administrative arm to assist the municipalities with. Myself and the speaker have assisted this municipality. We don't have drivers, we don't have security guards. Even our own offices, we didn't employ people inside. We took from the municipality to come and work in our offices. So Lelona, on your side, you must do cost containment. Lerona Renze cost containment. Thank you.
Thank you. That is practical, Honorable Mayor. You are giving leadership. You are providing leadership. They must follow the suit. These are the things that must happen from here. Within 14 days, we are told that your council meeting will be held next week. So all the reports that Human Rights Commission was talking about, that you have not submitted them, they must be tabled in the next council. Then within 14 days, we are finished with that report that has happened, if it has happened, and we are giving details of such and the resolution of the council. The second one is on the financial recovery plan. Cost containment, which also include your interventions on cutting the wants, putting the needs forward. That cost containment plan with the financial plan should reach us within 14 days as well, so that we can see if it's going to work or it's working. Because remember, with the allocated resources that you have in your budget, beside what you require from outside, but the same plan should tell us what major intervention do you require financially to be injected to deal with the challenges that you have spoken about. The plan should include the infrastructure maintenance plan, which will be a response on how to deal with water and waste infrastructure in terms of maintaining and responding to the contamination of rivers that have been raised as a sore point in this meeting. So we'll need those plans within 14 days, but we'll also engage Minister of Water, we'll also engage Demarcation Board, because what is being proposed is going to render this municipality dysfunctional in totality. Because when you take towns, remove towns out of this municipality, how the municipality is going to survive. So we need some engagement in regard to that. All stakeholders that are involved, we'll call them before the NCOP. Then we wish to thank all of you, colleagues. Let me make a disclaimer to IMAT and express our sincere apology. I was checking with the mayor. The mayor confirmed that you are here as IMAT. We're supposed to give you a platform so that you can also share your views. Because of time, we'll request that you do that in writing, but we thank you for coming to this meeting, which shows a high level of commitment for you to be here, even if you have received the notice within a very short space of time, but you are here. Thank you very much for that, for respecting us. Honorable members, we request that officials who are coming with us, who came with us here with vehicles, when we leave now, as I close the meeting, no greeting, no saying goodbye to anyone. Can we go straight to our vehicles so that we can take leave? Honorable members, honorable councillors, thank you very much. All our stakeholders, thank you very much for your contribution. The meeting stands adjourned. Thank you very much.